Let me get into some game. Are y'all ready for me to get into some game? Let me get into some game. All right. So like I said, man, today's topic, I want to talk about extra average females. Now, some of you might be wondering, what the hell is an extra average female? See, I always get emails from guys and calls from guys, just like this gentleman who just called up. I always get calls and emails from dudes saying stuff like, man, Tariq, I'm dating this girl. She's cool, but we're having problems. She's lying to me. She cheated on me. The bitch stole from me. She got a bunch of kids by multiple dudes. How should I deal with it? And the first thing I like to do nowadays, I like to say, look, send me a picture of what she looks like before I give a guy all this advice, because I can give you all the advice in the world, but after a while I started to see some of the photos of the women these dudes were dealing with, and these women were like strong threes, and I'm like, wait a minute, I just gave you all this good advice for a goddamn three? This is an extra average ass female that you're going through all this extraordinary nonsense about. You don't go through all that extra nonsense for no extra average female. And like this brother who called up, I want all my brothers to think like that. You start upgrading to dimes, because dealing with dimes, and I've said it a billion times, and I'm going to say it 1,000,001 times, dealing with dimes is really much more easier than dealing with an extra average ass female. And the thing is, some of the women aren't ugly, but they're just extra average. There's just nothing to them. They haven't been upgraded. See, a lot of you dudes let these women be extra average because you don't have the wherewithal to upgrade them or to make them step their game up. Because right now we live in a thirsty dude environment. We live in a tricking environment. We live in a cupcaking environment. We give props for nothing. This is why we have celebrities now who are famous for nothing. We have the Kim Kardashians, and I like Kim Kardashian, very cute girl, but we have a lot of people like that famous for nothing thing, the Jersey Shore people, that famous for nothing. You give them props for nothing. So we have this whole thing where people want props for being on some extra average shit. So as players, as people who listen to me and people who are supposed to be on their GIC shit, meaning game intelligence, common sense, next level game, you're going to require more from the women you deal with. You're going to have to require more from the women you deal with. Y'all stop cupcaking and giving extra props to these extra average 3s and 4s. See, a lot of these women who are 3s and 4s, back in the days, the players would literally have to talk themselves into banging one of these chicks. You understand that? Back in the day, the chicks that y'all dudes are cupcaking with, the players would have to make little internal decisions in order to bang one of these broads. They had to say to themselves, well, you know what, shit, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Well, she's right here. She's naked in the bed. I'll let her suck my dick. I ain't gonna fuck her, but I'll let her suck my dick. Players used to think like that about these little extra average ass females. You talk yourself into hitting it. You do it reluctantly, even if you did it at all. Players back in the day, believe it or not, would charge some ass to the game. Back in the day, you just wouldn't bang anything. There were some females that were just not bangable. That caused them to step their game up. Not now. Guys, your standards are so damn low, and these same women that cats wouldn't bang back in the days, shit, you meet these women niggas and y'all run up to the woman's house, you got a guitar and some roses serenading these ugly motherfuckers. This is you niggas outside these women's homes.
For you, I give a lifetime of stability. Anything you want me.
I mean, just rough in the face looking women y'all cupcaking with.
Nothing is impossible for you. There are no words or ways to show my love.
I mean, you niggas be straight up in love. Y'all be ready to wipe these extra average ass women up the minute you meet them. Y'all be pouring your hearts out to these extra average ass women. And then these extra average women, they start going along with it because they know they're extra average, but they see a little cupcake and simping nigga with his guitar and his heart on his sleeve. They start acting extra fly, even though they know that they're extra average. Anyway, let me put back on my Mac and music. But like I said, man, you guys got to start upgrading some of these extra average ass females. And I see a lot of it online, a lot of this cupcaking with extra average ass females. And you see it a lot on Twitter and Facebook especially. Now, you know what I'm talking about. You go to Facebook and you see these extra average ass females. They'll post up a picture and y'all niggas put a lot of extras on it. She posts up a picture and y'all like, ooh, damn, y'all making these comments. Ooh, gorgeous, perfection. Ooh, you so hot. Let me push the like button twice. You the finest thing on Facebook. You guys are giving women props for doing average shit. Women go to Vegas. They post up some pictures of them in Vegas. Y'all niggas are co-signing her average shit. Ooh, girl, look at you. I see you in Vegas. You doing it big. Girl, you doing it big in Vegas. This bitch is staying at Circus Hotel, some old cheap shit with about 5 other bitches. Ooh, girl, you ballin'. She ain't ballin'. You extra average loving nigga. She's extra average as hell. Y'all stop co-signing average shit. Make these women step their game up. I blame the dudes. See, the women, I can get on them a little bit, but I really get on the dudes. And I've had several shows like this. Some of my players get it. A lot of my players don't. A lot of you guys don't. Some guys who are rejecting the game. I won't say my players because there's a lot of times my players will try to lace cats with game and then they'll reject the game and be on that cosign and extra average shit. But y'all do that, man. You guys know who you are. You thirsty dudes. You co-sign these extra average girls. Y'all be, and stop telling these extra average girls they look like celebrities too. That's another thing. Y'all be telling these girls they look like celebrities, and that's why you have these extra average ass women twit picking photos of themselves with their little C-section scars hanging over their bellies and their ashy bullet wound riddled legs all exposed because one of your niggas done told her she looked like Sierra. Y'all stop co-signing extra average shit. A female posts up a picture with some half-ass clothes on, like, ooh, damn, girl, you dressed, you suited and booted, girl. You dressed fly as hell. She done got some shit from Rainbow, and you guys are co-signing it. It's a lot of you dudes with average-ass standards. Guys, you got to start thinking extraordinary. I put up a post on Facebook. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is the extra at the beginning. You got to be extraordinary with your game. You got to be exceptional with your game. You can't be no average ass dude and have average ass taste and be no true to the game player. Or just be no thorough dude. You want to, as a man, you want to have an original swag. You want to have a vibe that stands on its own. You don't want to be on some hyena shit. And I've done a show about that whole hyena mentality. Hyenas are scavengers. Thirsty dudes are like hyenas. They're like scavengers. They run in packs and they feed off each other's thirstiness. You don't want to be that dude. That's a goddamn loser. And if you think like a loser, you choose loser ass chicks. Because the thing is, you can upgrade a female if your game is crisp. And that's what cats used to do back in the day. That's why women back in the day would kind of step themselves up. Because in order to get a dude, you had to step yourself up or you would be shunned. It would be embarrassing for a girl to fuck with a less than stellar dude. It would be embarrassing. Now it's not embarrassing no more. They think that shit is cute. Fucking with some raggedy ass nigga. And you think it's cute being a raggedy ass nigga. So the thing is, man, you guys have to step the game up. I blame my players out here who are not upgrading these women. The thing is, man, too many dudes, too many brothers out here love hood rats. Niggas love hood rats. Niggas love hood rats. Let's keep it 100. The reason why we have so many hood rats And not all extra average women are hood rats. You got some extra average women up in the suburbs, but I'm just using hood rats as an extreme. A lot of cats out here, a lot of you brothers, man, you dudes love hood rats, and that's a problem with a lot of brothers. A lot of brothers are turned on by hood rats. They're sexually aroused by hood rats. The thought of easy ass pussy. The thought of loose, scandalous hood booty. A lot of dudes get turned on by that. That filthy housing project ass. A lot of dudes, man, and sometimes you're supposed to outgrow hood rats. You fuck with a hood rat when you're in your teens, maybe early 20s, but you wean yourself off the rats. You have 38, 39-year-old dudes out here still messing with hood rats. That says a lot about your self-esteem. Let's keep it really 100, because a lot of the brothers out here, man, you see a female who's real fly and real crisp, y'all niggas will rob that bitch and take the money and spend it on the hood rat. So really, guys have to step their standards up when it comes to these women out here, especially when it comes to dealing with extra average ass females. Because see, a lot of these extra average ass females, they look at players like me and they think I'm bougie, which I am to them. I'll holler at you if you're trying to get that upgrade. I'll upgrade your ass if you holler at me correctly. But other than that, I'm not trying to fuck with you. And they know that a nigga like me ain't trying to fuck with them. That's why they say brothers who have it together, oh, you look like you date white girls. I have sisters tell me that all the time. Not just sisters, but a lot of average ass women. Because there's some white average ass women too, and brothers are extra cupcaking with an extra average white woman. An extra average white woman will confuse a nigga. He don't know what to do when he get an extra average white woman. He think he done got something. So there's extra average women across the diaspora, all over the place. My phone lines are lighting up. Who are all these people calling me? Hello, who's calling? Hello? I know this nigga didn't make me mess up my flow and didn't say nothing. Hello?
What's up?
What's going on, player? You all right, man? Your phone sound like you in a hostage situation, man. Sound like a motherfucker that kidnap you and rape you and put you in a closet. You all right?
Man, yeah, I'm all good, man.
The fuck, man? Tap the phone 3 times if you're in danger, nigga. What's on your mind, man?
Nothing, man. The same old. I just called you because I had to choke a bitch in the club last Friday, man.
You had to choke her?
Yeah, I had to choke her. Let me tell you what happened.
What happened?
I was talking to a friend. Everything was going lovely, and she comes up. Another chick comes up and just starts talking to her. I'm like, hold on, sweetie. We're having a conversation.
Right.
And she's like, bitch, I'm gonna talk to my friend.
Damn.
I said, bitch. Yeah, so I stood up. I'm a big dude, and I'm like, listen, respect is not an option.
Right.
I don't know who you talking to. And she kind of like pushed my shoulder or something, and like had this drink in her hand like she was about to call me. And it was just a knee-jerk reaction, man. My hand went around her throat. Everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And I'm sitting here like, man, I've never put my hands on a woman before, so it was a weird situation for me. But at the same time, she wasn't about to call me in front of all these people, man. I enjoyed it.
What city was this in?
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, damn, the women bowl like that in Columbus where they be rolling up on dudes?
It was I thought it was an older crowd, but I think the younger skinny jeans, mohawk wearing ass niggas let the chicks talk to them like that. I'm 31, so I'm a tad bit older than 25 and all that. Right. And it just caught me off guard. Like, man, I'm trying to be grown, be out my element. Like, everybody, they escorted me out. And I'm like, damn, I had got a few numbers. And, the mood was great. Everything was going down. And then I had to choke this bitch in front of everybody. Now I look like Art Turner and shit. I'm like, damn.
Hey, man, sometimes I guess it might be time to get away from them extra average ass clubs with them extra average ass females so you don't have to deal with bullshit situations like that. All right, but thank you for the call, player. All right, well, that's crazy as hell, man. I'm going to have to do a whole show about that, all this masculine energy that a lot of these sisters are having when they're trying to roll up on these dudes, because y'all sisters going to have to stop that shit. Because it's about to get to a point where there's not going to be any protection for you. See, a lot of sisters think they can roll up on brothers like that and then run to the police and all that. In a minute, some of these cities, y'all see that the police forces are like, hey, don't call us unless the motherfucker done got killed. Because some of the resources are being drained out of these cities. Places like Oakland and Richmond, you notice wherever there's not a strong police presence or a dissipated police presence, you don't see that slick mouth women running up on nigga shit. You don't see that nowhere in Oakland or in the Bay. Women know how to talk. They're gonna talk right. People are gonna kind of check themselves. They're gonna become law-abiding citizens. Because there's another place on the East Coast, I forgot what city it was. I want to say Jersey or Rhode Island, somewhere on the East Coast. But the police department, they're like, hey, we don't have resources. Call us when motherfuckers on fire or you done got shot. That's when you call us. But it's getting like that in a lot of cities. I'm going to have to do a show about that pretty soon. Because y'all going to have to get off that running up on dude shit. Because it's about to be a whole new atmosphere pretty soon, ladies. And that's not going to be the business. And when that pendulum swings the other way, it's going to be a beast. But I digress. And also, fellas, again, like this situation this brother's going through, or this brother who had just called up went through, stop being around these extra average ass women. That's some extra average shit that cats don't even need to go through. Them hood clubs. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Stay away from that. Stay away from these hood rats. Stay away from these extra average ass females. And females, ladies, before I close, if you are an extra average woman, find you a dude who's on top of his game to upgrade your ass. Or try to upgrade yourself. But you should always get a dude who can upgrade you by default, because that's the man's job, really, to protect and upgrade the woman. That's the man's job. So you should be looking for that on a subconscious level. Now, a lot of you women might be, well, I'm not no average ass female. Let me help you out a little bit. Let me give you 4 little clues to look for to see if you may or may not be an extra average female. Real quick. Just a couple of clues. Clue number 1. If you were at All-Star Weekend last month, you are an extra average female. Hate to break it to you, ladies. I know everybody gave you props and told you were the shit and made you feel like you were that ballin' bitch. But if your ass was in LA last month, extra average is on you, goddammit. Now, number 2. To know if you're an extra average female, if any one of the females on the TV show Basketball Wives is a role model to you, you are an extra average female. Now, let's keep it 100. There's some women who look up to that shit. There's some women who look up to that and be like, damn, I want to be like them. You are an extra average bitch if you want to be like that. Now, number 3. If you ever gave some coochie to a dude because he looked like the rapper Plies, you are an extra average female. You know who you are. There's a lot of ladies out there who bang rapper lookalikes. You can't even get to the rapper, so you'll bang a nigga who look like the rapper. You'll bang a nigga because he has braids like Waka Flocka. You's an extra average ass chick. And last but not least, number 4. If you're supposed to be a model and all your modeling pics involves a sink and a toilet in the background, you are an extra average ass